Good morning and welcome to day 2 at the 2025 World Bowls Junior Indoor Championship here at County Antrim Indoor Bowls Club, affectionately known as the Jim Baker Stadium. My name is Keris Hewlings, I'm the World Bowls Media Officer, and I'm joined this morning for this Singapore, Cook Islands, Norfolk Island mixed pairs game by Tom Notman. Tom, good morning.
Good morning, and thank you very much for the invitation.
You're welcome. How are you enjoying your time in Northern Ireland?
Yeah, very good, very good. First time I've actually been to the Jim Baker Stadium.
Impressive venue, isn't it?
Very, 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 and you can understand why we'll bring home internationals and everything here. It's perfect setup.
Yep, this is the second time in 4 years that this global event has been held at the stadium.
It really is ideal.
And tell me about your role with the Scottish team here.
I'm the Scottish team manager. I'm also the secretary of the SIBA. I've just taken over for Gordon this year for my sons. He talked me that into an under-18 tournament in Falkirk. So a bit of a dual role this week while I'm here.
That's good. And how was your opening day?
It was fine. 6 games, we were back to back.
It's a hectic schedule, isn't it? Not for the faint-hearted.
No, and it is tough because you just go from the end of one rink to the end of the other rink. Trying to keep. Sorry. Okay. You just go from the end of one rink to the end of another. Because your teams are on constantly. Apparently it's unusual to be on all 6 sessions, and you would think with Gordon being the tournament organiser, he would have done something for Scotland. But hey ho, he's probably punishing us for the opposite reason.
Yeah, I think there's slight difference in pace, isn't there, between the two greens?
Yeah, the two players that I have found it quite remarkable. You know, they were talking 3-4 yards.
Okay.
You know, so when they practiced on the green that we're watching now, by the time they walked over to the bottom green, they weren't just throwing them in the ditch. They were almost taking the wall away from the first couple of ends. Yeah, a remarkable difference, but very true. I mean, they really are pushing them out. You know, and they're coming back. So it's your own fault if you don't cast.
So we'll just introduce our players on this streaming game this morning to kick off day 2. We've got Singapore's Mikaela Young-Tong and Jonathan Ho against the Norfolk Island Ellie Dixon, partnering Adoni, Wichman, Rairoa. The standard of play yesterday was great, wasn't it, Tom, across the board?
Yeah.
Players really did adapt to the carpet quickly.
They did, and especially when some of them's not used to indoor. It's quite remarkable to watch how quickly they've adapted.
Yeah, we don't realise a lot of the countries don't have indoor facilities like we do.
And it's not the same as a fast outdoor green. You know, it's completely different.
It is, indeed.
So it's really nice to see. And as I said, our team played Singapore twice yesterday, and the young lady's only 13.
Yes, she's the youngest competitor in the field.
Yeah, absolutely.
Imagine that, only 13, playing for your country, the other side of the world.
And very calm and just gets on. Really good to see.
She had a good singles campaign yesterday. She's overnight lying second in her group.
Yep, won her second game. We were fortunate Scotland beat on a tie break. So
went to the wire.
Really good day. And then Scotland managed to pip them as well in the pairs, which was a good finish for us yesterday. Yeah, all good so far.
All shots count at this early stage, don't they?
Yeah, definitely. Without getting past them.
Yeah, so the mixed pairs is 2 sets of 7 ends.
Yep.
With a 3-end tie break if needed.
Or possibly 4.
Possibly 4, yes.
That happened yesterday as well. It was one game, went to a 4-end tie break.
Yeah, and all the shots count, isn't it?
Yes.
All the shots count.
But that's one of the things when you're having the chats with the teams, you know, just to make sure that they have to remember that every end actually means something. Even if you're over the line beforehand, you still need to see those other 2 ends up. You really need to make sure you're competing right up to the end.
36 players, representing 18 countries. 3 world titles up for grabs here at County Antrim. Men's singles, women's singles and mixed pairs. Sectional play continues today, Tuesday, and into tomorrow, Wednesday, when the knockout stages begin. Semi-finals and finals on Thursday. The last 3 years we've seen a player do the double, whether it be the men's singles and mixed pairs or women's singles and mixed pairs. Harry Goodwin here in 2022, Shauna O'Neill 2023 in East Kilbride, and Kane Nelson last year in Hong Kong.
And most of them are now full internationals, so
Yep,
it shows you the pathway that you can get from under 18, under 25 into full caps.
I mean, the honours board is really an impressive.
Very much so.
Impressive
very much
with the names: Darren Burnett, Mark Casey,
Yep.
Jamie Chesney, Jamie Walker, Stuart Anderson. The women's event with Karen Murphy, Lindsay Grecian, Amy Farrow, Jamie Lee Winch, Amy Williams, Catherine Rednell, Nicole Rogers, Lindsay Clark, Chloe Stewart. It really is a
scary who's who.
It is.
Let's everybody see the opportunities that's there.
Yeah, these events are huge, really, aren't they? In the development of the sport.
Fantastic.
For the younger generation.
It's especially what I call the developing countries. It gives them an opportunity to play against the bigger countries.
Indeed.
So you can actually gauge where you are.
Yeah, we've got Turkey appearing in their first junior event here.
I watched them on Sunday. They practiced all day and wouldn't come off the rinks.
No.
It's fantastic to see.
They certainly put the hours on the green.
Yeah.
Oscar Nakar, who many will know as a familiar competitor in these events. He's doing some great work with junior development in Turkey, holding some great tournaments. To get the sport on the map. Tell us a little bit about the Singapore pair, Tom.
Singapore pairs, you've got the two. You've got the gentleman skipping, that's Jonathan Ho from Singapore. He's also a very keen badminton player, and he told me he likes his guitar playing as well. So, and his favourite food's lasagna. So that's Jonathan. And we also have Mikaela, who we said earlier is only 13, and has really won a place in my heart for somebody that age to come
Absolutely.
here.
Yeah, she's got a little mascot with her. I spoke to her yesterday, and
just fantastic, her attitude, and it doesn't matter, nothing seems to bother her.
No.
Fantastic temperament to come and play in this environment and be so settled.
Indeed. And I think that's one of the great things about bowls, isn't it? It really brings people out.
It does. And I do think when people are playing against them, they recognise that as well.
Yes.
And they actually help them settle. And as much as a competitive environment, you're still helping people as well. It's very good. It's very good.
So Adoni, who's skipping their opposition, he's 24. He's a retail assistant. He also enjoys golf and socialising. His favourite foods are burgers, and his favourite drink is Great Northern beer.
I'll give him his due after watching him yesterday. He has a bundle of energy.
He is. You can hear him from one green to the next. He's a great character.
He is. Unbelievable.
And not afraid of a quick fire ball
running
either.
Ball. No,
he's not. Very accurate he was yesterday.
He was. He just brings that wee bit
of character to the game, doesn't he? Yeah.
Definitely.
Representing the Cook Islands, he actually plays at St John's Park in Australia.
Oh wow.
Yep. And he's got Jamie Hill here coaching him. Jamie was men's singles winner in this event for New Zealand in 2004.
Brilliant.
My memory serves me correctly.
Yeah, we've got a good education at John's Park right now.
Yes, indeed, yep. Adoni's played in the Commonwealth Games 2018 in the Gold Coast. and he's a bronze and silver medalist in the Pacific Games in Samoa.
Superb.
Ellie's also Australian based, representing Norfolk Island. She's 20, she plays at Deer Park. And she's been also represented the Commonwealth Games in 2022. So a formidable duo.
Yeah, nice CVs already.
Indeed, yes.
CVs are building up.
Yeah, it's great what can be achieved. Of course, Norfolk Island celebrated success thanks to Shea Wilson in the Champion of Champions.
Yep.
Out in Club Barham
Yep.
in September. I know Ellie, when she is at home in the Norfolk Island, plays with Shea.
It's just great, isn't it? The appeal and seeing somebody in that level, and that's
Yep,
the next
indeed.
step. Cook Island and Norfolk have started very, very comfortably here, very quickly.
Jonathan just looking to slide under there. Cut it down.
Probably second.
One and a measure.
Yeah, probably second.
Our marker Gareth Bunting this morning.
Trying to keep out the way.
Yes. Very resplendent in their lime green volunteer shirts.
We could put the lights out and we'll still find them.
Where's my sunglasses? Of course, these events wouldn't be possible, Tom, would they, without the volunteers? And
listen,
you know, we have to give a huge shout out to
I think it's,
everyone at the Jim Baker Stadium
I think it was
for the
it's
work they've
massive,
done in putting on this event.
I mean, the fact that when we had the pairs on yesterday, all the markers were here, getting an education of what was expected, jack lengths, free spot tees and everything, and they spent almost an hour up there when the mixed pairs was on, and then proceeded to come on here and do that. I mean, these events don't happen.
No, they don't.
Huge.
They don't.
That's huge. That's huge.
And also we've got a team of 7 ITOs led by Chief Technical Official Neil Bryce. Because 3 from England, 3 from Scotland have travelled over to join Neil in overseeing this event.
And the fantastic thing is, they're all in the background, you know,
Yeah,
and
they are.
everything's happening. So, because it should all be about the bowls, not about anything else.
No, you're right.
So that's great. It's great when you see that.
Cook Island,
Another 3.
Norfolk Island picking up a 3. Ellie bringing the mat up.
So the day started yesterday well with the pairs, and we were probably half an hour behind, and quite stunningly, we were on time.
I think that was due to bus transport arrangements rather than
It was.
any issues with slow play or anything.
It was. But it was so good that the last games went on time.
Yes.
Open bowl. Just past.
If you give the Will Bowls Facebook page a like, the up-to-date tables, live scoring links are all there for you to see, along with the daily wrap from yesterday and some videos with some officials and players, keeping you up to date with all the action.
Well played, yeah. Very well played, yeah.
Well played, Mikaela.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
How important do you think, Tom, it is to have a manager and a coach at these events?
I think it's great for reassurance for them. I mean, when they're getting to this level and coming from Scotland, the ability's already there, and sometimes it's just a bit of reassurance, or should I do this, or should I do that? I think it's nice, I really do, and they use it. You know, they use it. If they're simple shots, they go and play their simple shots. But if there's any doubts or it gets to a certain stage in the game, sometimes there's risk. You've got to accept that, and sometimes they're just looking for that bit, just to make sure that they are taking the proper risk.
And obviously taking the pressure off with the day-to-day arrangements, bus times,
Absolutely.
meal preparation,
But by the time we're
sorting out
here,
the rings, sorting out stickers.
the stickers, yeah, and that sounds all like nothing, but it takes up so much time
Yeah,
if you're
it
not
does.
got it absolutely ready. So.
Especially with so many sessions a day, you're going from
Yeah.
red to blue to blue to red.
Well, I can honestly say we've only got one team in red for the first game, and then the other 4 games after that, everybody's blue. I was never as happy to see that. Because yesterday we were alternate. But it keeps it moving.
Absolutely, yeah.
And as you said earlier, the organisation is top notch. It really is. You just don't want to.
Yeah, there was a good
tie
crowd
breaks.
in yesterday watching
It was,
as well.
it
So
was.
anyone who is in the vicinity of County Antrim, IBC, do pop down and support the players. They'd welcome your support. It's free to come in and watch. Last session today is at 6:10. So wall-to-wall bells throughout the day.
And since you can't see me in the stream, I'll buy you a drink so you don't know what I look like.
There's an offer.
A queue a mile long now. I think he's just underweight as well. Just under.
So after the first day of competition, 6 sessions of play across the 2 disciplines, singles and pairs. 3 players had 100% records. Angel Gomez from the USA, Nurin Izzati of Malaysia, and New Zealand's Briar Atkinson. In the singles, 11 players were unbeaten, 6 in the men's contest, 5 in the women's.
There he goes. Didn't take long.
Took one away,
Yep.
and good fielding there from our marker, Gareth. So really group leaders in this mixed pairs are the Malaysian pair of Mohammed Israf and Nurin Izzati, who I discovered this morning at breakfast are actually brother and sister.
Are they?
Yes, they are.
They played Scotland first game yesterday.
Yes, so
The young lady especially was very impressive in the first game.
yep, she
very
was impressive all day. She won all her games. No mean feat at this level. Angel Gomez and Catherine Ellie Lemesurier from the USA, Joseph Clark and Erin Swatridge from Australia, and Cameron Horrow and Briar Atkinson in New Zealand are the 4 group leaders going into day 2. Jonathan looking to add another.
It's very close.
He's not far away.
Yeah, it's close.
Yeah,
Yep, they're
that's
on the
good.
board.
Singapore on the board with a double.
Yeah.
Possibly 3.
Possibly 3, yeah.
Is they agreed 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
4-3.
Yeah, nice pick up at this stage in the game.
Yeah, keeps it competitive. Keeps you
Absolutely.
in the game.
Any early nerves will be put to bed there.
Yeah, I think that there's always nerves, but I think when you're on the rink as well, that you know is getting shown, probably adds to that a wee touch.
Yes, indeed, yeah.
Character building, as I call it.
Yes.
There's our first ball coming. Good way. She's going to make the trip. Just not going to make the trip.
course, Tom, all eyes on Scotland next year for the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow.
Yeah, I'll give you a bit of history. I was the logistics manager in 2014 at the Commonwealth Games.
Okay, at in Glasgow, Kelvin Grove.
Yeah, I was.
Tell us about your memories of that event then.
Oh, that was memories, nightmares every time. It was.
Successful Games for Scotland.
Yeah. But again, how's it to describe it? You see a swan serenely swimming, but you don't see its legs going like hell under the water. And setting it up, from absolutely nothing, was quite incredible. For suddenly getting the games and then starting all the recruitment of the people, taking over every hotel in the city. Getting all the venues, even Hampden Park, for instance, we took out the first 10 rows of seats so we could raise it for the athletics track to take the upper part. We took over Barry Budden and Arbroath for the shooting because obviously legislation in Scotland or Great Britain's a bit different because you couldn't bring the guns and the ammunition in the same planes and things like that.
Well played, Ellie.
We took all sorts of venues on. It was huge. It was great, and bowls at Kelvin Grove.
It was an impressive venue, wasn't it? There with the museum in the backdrop.
And when you consider it, it's 5 public greens.
Yeah.
What they turned it into, it was fantastic in the investment. And the backdrop, as you said, that was iconic.
Yes,
very
indeed.
Iconic. And it was great to see. It really was great to see. And they had some pre-tournaments. There was a 4-nation and an 8-nation there for bowls as well, so the nations were getting pre-Commonwealth Games to come and do some games there against some of the top countries.
Yes,
it was really good.
Of course, next year it'll be at the SEC.
Yeah, four portable rinks.
Yes, indeed. Yep.
An outdoor tournament indoor, as you would say. Listen, I'm sure it'll be supported, because you're in the heart of the country, and the central region probably has the most bowlers in Scotland, so you'll get a huge turnout to see it.
Tickets are on sale already, aren't they?
Yeah,
So
they are the first.
I'm sure any bowlers looking for a Christmas present for friends and family, that might be
There's always 3 sets to the sale. There's always 3 sets. Unfortunately, I'll have to pay this year. The last Commonwealth Games, I could go wherever I wanted.
There's still time, Tom.
No.
Of course, the World Cup was held in Malaysia a couple of weeks ago.
Yep,
as a precursor for the games, on the specially designed portable rinks there.
Yeah,
did you manage to catch some of it on the
I did.
live stream?
I had a couple of chats with a couple of players when they come back as well. They were very impressed with the portable rinks.
Yes, yeah.
They thought they
feedback
were excellent.
Was really good.
Yeah, they said it was fantastic. But the other greens, it's typically out there with the humidity and
it was very humid. I must admit. Yes.
Were you there, Keris?
Yes, I was there. Yes, yeah. It was a great spectacle. Bowls Malaysia put out on a huge show.
Yeah, they did.
And the standard of bowls was huge, and the field was terrific.
It was. And as I said, all the pluses were the portable rinks, and of course some of the players that were there are from Scotland are in the last 5 to be selected. So that was fantastic exposure for them as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And the positives coming back from it. Just a bit wide here and a bit heavy. Which is where Singapore would like to follow it up with this end after getting back to the international. I think he's under.
He's not quite making the trip, unfortunately.
No.
Might have cut one out there, I'm not sure. Slipping past now.
Yeah. His weight was very good as well. He would have counted.
Yeah. 2 to the Cook Islands, Norfolk Island. We take a 6-3 lead. What's your view on sets play?
Listen, I understand the positives. I think it gives underdogs more of a chance sometimes.
Okay, yeah.
When you're so used to your traditional probably 21 up or something like that, I would suggest the best players are winning more often. There's more chance, I think, sometimes in the sets play. There's more chance.
And what about the rule they were using at the World Cup then? The
Three
position.
jacks.
Yes.
My wife was playing, funny enough, for Scotland and Canada, and they were playing that, and she found it weird. Once they settled it, she was fine.
Yes.
Because she said to me she's so used to throwing a jack and getting the weight off the jack.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
And one of my comments was, well, why don't you just practice three jack legs?
Okay. Yes.
That's far too practical. Almost got
well played, Ellie. Great opening
that
ball.
night. But no, she said once you settled into it, it was. And if that's the rule, that's the rule, and you just go practice.
Certainly keeps the
three
game
legs.
moving.
Oh, definitely.
You know, and
especially if you've got coverage for TV and that.
yeah,
I mean,
indeed, and that's what we want. We want the exposure.
You don't want 20 minutes of somebody discussing a shot in the middle of a game and things like that. You want
the exposure. We want people to see what is the sport. Let's go and try it.
Yeah.
You know, and I think Glasgow's going to be huge for pulling people into the sport.
Yep.
Hopefully clubs will embrace that. Show the games on TV.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be coverage every day, which is great.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good again. Great place. Are you up for the Commonwealth Games, Keris?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, looking forward to it.
I think there's only 10 sports, if I'm correct.
Yes, that's correct. Yep.
10, so.
And of course, we've got our Bowls for Brisbane campaign as well.
Yeah.
The push for bowls to be included in 2032 Commonwealth Paralympics and Olympics. We've had some great showcase matches already at the BPL. Australia against the rest of the world. The World Cup. Malaysia against the rest of the world. And of course, in a week or so's time at the World Bowl Series final at Club Barham.
Yep.
China are sending a team over to play against the rest of the world.
Excellent.
So yes, great. See able-bodied and para bowlers playing together.
Yeah, we'd were first.
That really would be a great coup for the sport, wouldn't it?
So we had our Scottish finals last week, and that's the first time we've brought everybody together.
Okay.
So it went really well. We just took the singles individually and just took them all to one venue.
Okay. Yes.
All the SDS, all the
something
paras.
like 40. Was it 40 trophies up for grabs?
Yeah, it was. Started on the Friday night, and I think it finished at 10 o'clock on the Saturday, 10 o'clock on the Friday. But we got away early on the Sunday at 8. But again, as you said, much the same as this, that didn't happen without all the volunteers at Stirling Indoor Bowling Club and everybody doing all the prior work before we went there. It was great. And it was streamed for the first time. We streamed from the indoor finals.
That's good, and that's huge for the sport, because I think that's one of the things everybody wants is for streaming. People want to be tapping in from wherever they are around the world.
Huge exposure for our sport. Huge exposure to take us forward. I think he's pushed up. You get more short balls in this green than you do in the other green.
Yes, you're right.
The players sort of know instantly when they haven't pushed it.
I think this green was 17.6 yesterday.
Was it? When our mixed pairs played, they come off and they were like, Tom, this is so different when you're down there, so different. And you could see when people were changing from this green onto that green,
you noticed the difference,
they were getting caught out within a couple of runs, you know, they were, wow. Because you do get into a rhythm, you know, that you're putting it
Yes,
away.
you do, and especially with the short, sharp-footed games.
Yep. Yes,
Very
yes.
close
Very
here.
good. Very
Well
good.
played.
Excellent. Excellent.
Jonathan just coming up to have a look. Wonder if he'll play it a little bit more attacking.
Yeah. Just doesn't want to half his own out and go through the other court at the same side. Cost him a few if he lifted his own ball here.
Sorry?
It could cost him a few if he lifted his
Yes.
own ball here with the wrong contact.
He's only got one ball there, really,
Yeah,
has he?
Yeah.
Hasn't he?
I wish he'd just stick to drawing. But
Yeah, still a couple of ends left in this set, so
yep,
even dropping a 2.
keeps you competitive. Yeah, he's drawn. It's to finish now. It's a great effort.
Yeah,
It's a great
here's
effort.
good ball.
Yep. It's always enough to.
Yeah. 2 shots to blue.
Yep. It was a great effort. Leaves him comfortable with 2 ends to go. So what's the next event for you, Keris? World
The next
Series?
Will Bowls event, of course, will be the Will Bowls Series
Yeah.
finals in Club Barham, 9th and 13th
Yep.
of December.
So the field announced just the other day.
Yes, so it's a stellar field, 12 men, 12 women, who finished at the top of the rankings after 30 sanctioned events around the globe during the year.
Couple of yards up.
And I'll be heading to Potters in January for the Will Bowls Tour
Yeah.
World Indoor Championships.
Comes round quickly.
It does. 17 days of non-stop bowls. Any early tips, Tom?
I'm very friendly with Stuart Anderson, so if I don't mention him here, I'll get murdered. There's no point in pretending.
Well, he's one of the men in form at the moment.
Yeah.
Scottish International Open winner.
Incredibly steady. And Jason, that's a huge defence to get down
Yes,
there with
well,
all 3.
Jason is the Will Bowl Series #1 as well.
Yeah.
Former winner of the men's singles event in this competition.
Yes, yes.
So, well, Stuart and Jason are.
1 and 2.
Sorry?
The number 1 and 2.
Yes. And previous winners of the men's singles
Yep,
here, of course. Stuart the mixed pairs too. Yeah, Jason enjoyed a particularly momentous year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It
Phenomenal
was
achievement.
a huge defence.
Yes, indeed.
I think he would take 1 just now if he went.
Of course, his dad and sister have qualified for the open pairs.
Yes.
Colin and
yeah,
Carla.
I remember watching that actually as well. Yeah.
The
Full
Hartlepool-
family. This is an effort. This is an effort. This is
Fine
an
here.
effort.
Well played, Mikaela.
Yeah, very good. Well done. As I said, I have a soft spot.
Loving the different coloured laces as well.
Oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Look, there was a gentleman come into Mark yesterday, and his first comment was, "There's not a black ball in the green."
I know.
So you normally at least see one set.
How how the game has changed, hasn't it? The
Oh,
colour.
for the better, you know.
Definitely.
You couldn't carry on like that.
I remember I had my first cap for Wales when I was in the junior team. We had to have the same colour tights, we had to have a certain length skirt. I remember borrowing a hat, borrowing a particularly Bills make white handbag.
Yeah. 'Cause my wife used to have to wear a hat and then you had to have a badge in a certain place on it.
Absolutely.
Oh wow. Going for a game of bowls here.
But that was the norm then. That's
It was,
how,
and
you know,
that was what you had to do.
Yeah, indeed. And there have been some great trailblazers over the year who really pushed our game forward. And it's great to look back at the history.
Oh, definitely. It's the same in all sports, you know. There's always key moments or people that take it forward.
Yes, yeah. And of course, Wales had their first induction night for their Hall of Fame during the World Cup, which is another great asset for our sport to have a Hall of Fame.
Definitely.
31 legends from around the world.
And following suit what other sports do. Just
Indeed,
catching back up.
Along with the rankings, it's all about making our sport professional. It's what
Definitely.
our sport deserves, isn't it?
Definitely.
We want to be up there with the best.
Definitely, and it's perfect when you're trying to get into the Olympics and things like that, because there's things that they'll look for, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
This is quite controlled weight for them.
It is actually.
It's not normally as when you got it as well.
Got a result there.
Yeah, normally coming up like rockets at this point.
See, Prince Edward was even playing bills out in Ghana last week for a sports day, which was great to see.
And again,
they're doing a lot of great work in Ghana to develop.
And it gets you great
bills.
coverage as well.
Yeah, indeed. Started off beginning of the year playing with oranges. Can you believe that, Tom?
Well, oranges.
Oranges, yep.
It's got to start somewhere. Yes,
indeed,
it's got to start somewhere.
I know the Falkland Islands, they've been practicing on school corridors for events. Namibia, they've been playing on fishing nets.
Wow. Just shows you how quickly it can develop them.
Yeah, indeed.
Plus it needs support. Because they'll not all get support for their governments or that when it's in sport that's in fledgling, you know.
See Ellie and Adoni there modelling the World Bowls caps. Commemorative caps we've got. A little plug for our merchandise stall.
Where did they get them, Keris?
They're available for sale along with some commemorative cloths. It's great to have souvenirs for events.
Absolutely. She's just pulling up short. Not too bad.
It's coming to the end of the first set. We'll just take a look at the scores across the board. South Africa are leading Turkey 12-1. Ireland's Zoe Stratton, Daniel Spratt are leading Canada 6-1. Wales' Rhys Colwell, Jasmine Staton are 6-2 up against the Macau England combination of Miles Ning and Ellie Johnson.
It's just gone 9-2.
Oh, there we are.
That's how
Even
live.
more
That's
up
how
to-
live you are,
live it
Kevin.
is.
That's how live.
Laura Rainey, Idu Ireland Israel combo are 10-3 up against New Zealand. It's a good start for them. Malaysia 5-3 up against Hong Kong. China. Ireland's Adam McKeon, Lorna McMullen are 4-4 with Guernsey's Bradley Lenori and Catherine Bonzel. And England's Sam Stocker Millie Tech are 7-2 up against Angel Gomez and Catherine Ellie Lemessurier. So another big day here on the carpet.
Shot ball out.
Okay. I'm a bit frustrated look by that.
Yeah.
Although the set is
Yeah, he's comfortable. He's
safe.
comfortable. Yeah.
The shots do count, don't they?
Yeah, so it's probably a good time to take that chance.
Yep.
Get the extra shots. Yeah, he's on here.
Just lifted on his own.
Well
Yeah,
done.
well done.
Well played.
Two out in a measure, is it?
Yeah. Quality. That's the umpire that borrows their tape. Well, I don't trust you, but can I get your tape?
Father Christmas, please, can I have a measure on my my Christmas stocking?
Brilliant.
So we are. First set ends 9-5 in favour of the Cook Islands, Norfolk Island.
this is one of the things I keep reinforcing to our guys. There is a tendency to relax a tad once you've won that.
There is, yeah. It's almost like a new game situation, isn't it? Really? No.
Just refocus, reset.
Yeah.
It happens at under 18s as well. It's
Of course, that event will be coming up in January, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's one
that's
of the
at
first
Commonwealth.
events of.
That's the first one for the British Isles, the IIBC. So.
Whereabouts is Cumbernauld then?
It's in central Scotland.
Okay.
Central Scotland. It was one of the very first new towns in Scotland, and it's got an indoor right in the town centre. So,
okay.
so the hotel is actually across the road.
Oh, ideal.
No bus problems. No. Everybody should be there on time.
No excuse for being late.
It's gone. Yeah, and it's 8 teams this year. We don't have anybody for the Channel Islands this year. So they've not entered
There's
the
no
team.
British Lions.
And there's no British Lions.
No.
Because usually the British Lions makes it up to even it back
There's
up.
a couple from each team, isn't there? Is
so,
that correct?
so this year with no Channel Islands, there's no British Lions. So
Okay.
it's actually smoother with 8. Takes away the late night because you're fitting in more games with the 10 teams.
And to remind me, it's singles, pairs, triples, fours?
Yes.
Yep.
Singles and fours play, and same as your World Championships,
yep.
pairs and triples.
Sure you'll get a great crowd there?
Yeah, the energy,
always got a good
the energy you
following.
get in the under 18s is...
Yeah, I did go. I was at the series in Sully, was it year before last?
Yeah, I was in Sully.
It was quite electric on the Friday night, to be fair. And of course, you play the different teams on the green.
Yes.
Don't you, at the same time as well, so yeah.
The Sully, when you were on about playlist, the Sully playlist had everybody going as well, before the ball started. It was,
great warm-up.
Okay. Past her own, very close. Past her own, she's very close.
See Bernie Hill, ITO there's travelled over from England. Bernie's had a busy year. She was umpiring at the Australian Open. And she's been at the World Cup. And now here in Northern Ireland.
Passport will be well stamped.
It will. She joined us yesterday on commentary. Gave us good insight into life as an ITO.
I was talking to somebody yesterday and they were saying that in the Jackaroos that the players in the Jackaroos have to do umpires courses as well.
Oh right, okay.
I didn't know that.
No,
I
I
was quite stunned at that.
Yeah.
I can see the reason for it.
Yeah, indeed.
So
I know some of the international teams, their players, they do coaching courses.
Yep.
And that's a great benefit. I know Guernsey's Catherine Bonsall that's here playing, and her husband Josh. They're training to be the ITOs. Join the ITO team, which would be great.
As they say, the more the merrier.
Absolutely.
Makes it easier on everybody.
Yeah, because without them, these events wouldn't be possible, would they?
Correct. Back to some of the statements we made earlier. You need all the volunteers in every single position.
It's all about giving something back to the sport we love.
Yeah.
Great to see Catherine Beattie here yesterday. The inaugural winner of the mixed pairs. Highly successful Northern Ireland player.
Yep.
She was here volunteering, her home club. Undertaking marking duties, various tasks.
Excellent. good edge. Nope. I have a feeling he'll run these 2 balls.
By the question, yes.
Yes. Knowing how shy he is with weight.
No, I think he's going to
Yeah.
draw.
Yeah. It's controlled weight, it's not full out. Drops now, he's got
He's
it.
close for
Garris.
the red ball.
Well played. Made a pair. Got it well, he got it well.
Still room for Jonathan.
I don't think he's pushed it. Perfect line as well.
Yeah,
Perfect
indeed.
line.
That's a shame.
Calling the umpire. Taking one out. Could be the angle we have, but it looks the front one quite comfortably.
Yes, it does, yeah. Malcolm Ramage, the ITO.
I was talking to Malcolm yesterday. He's in the Dumfries area,
Okay.
and there's no indoors in that area anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Right, okay.
So everywhere he has got to really
Travel.
which he's not got a problem with, as he was suggesting, but he just says it's quite incredible for the size of the area, full county, and there's not an indoor bowling. It's comfortable.
Yeah,
too.
considering the stats of how popular bowls is in Scotland, it's, yeah, you're right, very surprising.
Yeah, and they're just south of the central belt, getting towards the borders, but no indoor. I think it was Newton Stewart was the last one that was there and then closed.
So even more dedicated a job, really, when you consider
Yeah,
that.
well, yeah, yep. Yeah, definitely. No indoors in Dumfries, so he's in Belfast.
Yeah.
I've just jumped my plane.
I think the flight was only 50 minutes. It
We were
was,
35, I was.
Oh, really?
35.
Crikey.
I had barely sat down when there were seats for landing.
My flight was just over an hour from from Bristol, sorry,
Was
to
it over
Belfast.
an hour? Was it? Even that, though, that's still...
Yeah, that's still quick. Cook Islands, Norfolk Island, take a 2 there on the opening end.
Yep. They both settle very quickly. Just pushed it. The line was good.
Back bowls are never wasted.
Correct. This looks a good start. This looks a very good start.
Yeah. Well played, Mikaela.
Excellent. Let's push that again. sat with the coach from Malaysia yesterday. He had an iPad and he was plotting every end where every ball had landed.
Oh, really? Very modern.
No, I was
Yeah.
sort of peeking over his shoulder.
Was he saving? He was saving every end. Then?
Every end individually on a different tab. He was just moving it
Okay.
tab and tab, but almost like an Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's some kind of tool that's probably been developed.
And I was talking to one of the players during the Champion of Champions, and she was saying obviously the coaches sit one end of the green, don't they? So going the opposite direction to where the coach was saying, she would be quickly drawing a picture of the head.
Yeah.
So the coach could see what
so
exactly
she knew what
she was
playing
meaning.
with.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're giving advice on something you can't see.
Yeah.
And you end up asking more questions than the player asked you.
Bowles colleague of mine told me once she kept a diary and she'd write down every match where she'd played, the direction of the green. Direction of the green, what ring she was on, what hand she played, if there was any little, if it was outdoor both, any quirky little runs. So I started doing the same, and I have to say it was great.
Yeah.
Because you could go to green, you think, oh well, I played here before. Now what ring did I play on?
Yeah.
And
I suppose you get some
you
history
sort of
right
got
away.
sort of a couple of shots in your back pocket, as it were, already, thinking, right, I've been on this ring. I played forehand, up and down, or I played blackhand up and down. And I always think about that tip, so,
That's the most technical I've ever seen, though. To actually plot where every ball
Yes,
landed.
yeah.
That was the most technical I'd ever seen.
And I've seen players from overseas, a little notebook in their pocket.
Yep.
And obviously they write down things end to end. Jack lengths.
I can always remember George Whitelaw was a member of my outdoor bowling club. He played for Canada. He used to lead to Ryan Bessler at the Commonwealth Games in 2014.
Yep.
And even though he was in Scotland, and of course Ryan would be in Australia, they had a certain set of exercises, and they'd send the results in to Bowls Canada all the time. So much the same, that they,
Indeed, yeah.
to make sure that they were doing that. He's got
Close
it.
here.
Perfect.
Well played. Made a couple of that.
Yep. It was quite impressive yesterday, but he has a bundle of energy. Is he up?
He's urging the ball with his hand. I can see in the corner of my eye.
Not
but
enough.
no.
Not enough. Big turn around.
Yeah, another ball.
Yep. 4-0 after 2. So the one benefit I've had, Keris, I've not had two teams on at the same time so far.
To be fair, Tom, you've got benches in the middle there, so it is set up for.
So the South Africa coach yesterday, when I was talking to him, and he was trying to go between like this rink here and
the next rink, the singles,
farthest away,
yeah.
and it couldn't have been any further away. But that's just a draw.
Indeed.
She's pushed it.
Lacking a little bit of pace there.
Yeah, line's perfect. Middle of the rink. It's a better start. It's a good start.
And we've given a shout out to the volunteers and ITOs. We must give a shout out to the partners of this event, Antrim and Newton Abbey Borough Council, Belfast Mini Coach, Belgravia Apparel, Fab Little Bag, Sports Build, Niagara, Henselite, Drake's Pride, Taylor, Aero, Sporting Highlights and Bells International. Australia are the defending champions in this mixed pairs event. Kira Burke and Kane Nelson being crowned champions. Hong Kong Football Club last year.
That was Hong Kong, guys.
Yeah, Hong Kong Football Club. Stunning venue, have you been?
I've been in Hong Kong, yeah, I've been in Hong Kong. Not for bowls, funny enough, on holiday. I picked up a cruise ship there.
Did you manage to get to any of the Bells clubs?
Yeah, I was just across from the race course at Happy Valley.
Okay, yeah.
And we walked round the corner.
The Bells club's right in the heart of the Happy Valley race course.
It's just
phenomenal.
amazing. And it's amazing that you've suddenly got all these high-rise places and then there's a bowls club with floodlights.
I think the competitors last year were just, open-mouthed at the mecca that it was.
Yeah. It's an incredible place anyway, but to find a bowling green.
Yeah, it is.
Round
It's
the
stunning.
corner. It's well played there, line 2.
Rebecca Rickson from Malta was the women's singles winner. Kay Nelson, of course, did the double for Australia. Joseph Clark, Australia's representative in the men's singles this year. He'll be looking to make it 3 out of 3 in the last 3 years for the Jackaroos. Celebrated his 21st birthday yesterday here.
I saw that, I did see that.
So, what a way to spend your 21st birthday, represent your country on the other side of the world.
I'm sure he'll celebrate with the family when he gets back as well.
Yeah, I think his mum and dad are here with him. But,
There's nothing more memorable than playing for your country, so
absolutely
to
not.
have that with your 21st birthday.
Yeah, and first time in the UK as well.
Well, that's even...
The opportunities that these competitions afford youngsters these days is huge.
incredible.
We're so lucky.
Yep. And the talent's fantastic as well.
Absolutely.
Talent's fantastic.
See some of the players lucky enough to qualify for multiple years for these events.
It's not pushed it.
Really is a great learning curve.
Yeah.
Adoni be looking to make an adjustment here. Needs to drop now. It's not far away.
Perfect line as well.
Yeah.
Perfect line.
So Jonathan, will you make this count? Get Singapore back in the game.
Yeah. Could be line 3 or 4, guys. Could be
Oh,
line 3 or
he's turned
4.
his back. Is that a good sign?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Well played. It's definitely 3, possibly 4.
Yeah, could even be 5.
Take the balls out and have a better look. 3 out.
3 away, yep.
The one red ball on the red ball on the left.
Oh, there's one at the
Yeah,
back.
I know. I was like, oh.
All looks different now.
Yeah, it does. So viewers at home, we can't quite see. The trophies are actually to the left of our table, strategically placed just in line with the jack, so we didn't see that the bowl there. The impressive trophies are so big.
One especially.
Yes.
Right in the eye line.